KD9MED, KD9MED, case on G-Sharp. How is my signal, the mic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, sounds good. We'll be calling the Friday Night Fun in about 6 minutes or at 8 o'clock. Okay, Mike sounds low. Catch it 8. Case on G-Sharp recorder. All stations, I'll be calling the Friday Night Fun in approximately 6 minutes at 8 o'clock. Case on G-Sharp recorder. Stand by for the net. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus also. You need to have that program in your radio or to have access to the repeater. This net is being live streamed around the world on the internet by YouTube. It's also being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Mike, K9MED Don Rochelle is doing the honors. This repeater is the PL 114.8 plus offset. Also, if you're not able to hear the repeater due to technical difficulties, or you don't have internet access or whatever, you're too far away from it, give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline, area code 815-232-FN 232-3636, local Freeport number. I'll take your check in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio if at all possible. Okay, first we're going to take check-ins. Now, as you know, we're doing a different check-in format. We're doing, let's see, H through G, H through N, O through T, and U through Z. If that sounds familiar with you, that's the format we use on the Wednesday evening swap net here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater. Well, here's the difference. This is the old format that we used to use before we went to the roll call format on our swap net. But that's what we'll do. After we get done with check-ins, we're going to do the first round table. The topic for the first round table are you going to the Sandwich Ham Fest this coming Sunday? After we get done with the first round table, we're going to have we'll do our regular features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net's Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up in your tower? Do you have a, what kind of radio you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8 or DMR? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net, contest / DX corner. Did you know of any contests that are taking place this weekend? What did you make any HF contacts this week? We would like to hear about them. Then we'll do our swap net. You have any items to buy or sell from here want related to hobbies for amateur radio or computers? We'll do that. Let me reset. K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. After we get on the swap net, we're going to have a second round table. Cinco de Mayo, or the 5th of May, is coming up. That's the big Mexican-American holiday. Come to find out, that holiday is not as big in Mexico as it is in this country. I'm going to ask everybody what your favorite Mexican food is. That's what we'll talk about on the second round table. So I had 28 check-ins last week. We'll see how many check-ins we get tonight. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time remote? Oh, by the way, Ricky, WX9RLT, has checked in as an early check-in. He may check in later on during the net, but he's got some stuff going on. He asked me to check him in short time, which I did. Okay, at this time, do we have any short-time remote stations who'd like to check in? Please go now.
KD9YST, short time. I may try to check in later.
24 WGN, Bob here, 314 about a mile west. Yeah. Short timer, and I may be back in later on. If not, I catch you maybe on 3-9 later on after the net's over. Hope you have a good net.
KC9NW, short time, no traffic.
W9JTC, short time. Good evening, Jimmy. Have fun. No traffic.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville, I have no traffic.
Okay, we got a whole bunch of check-ins coming in. KD9YFT, Rich, are you still in there? Come back, I want to make sure you got your call.
Affirmative, Jimmy. Yeah, this is Rich, KD9YFT. I said I was going to be short time, but I may try to join up later.
Sounds good, Rich. We'll be listening for you if you decide to recheck in. Thank you very much. All right, I got two, N4WGN, Bob here in Freeport by mile west of me. Okay, I've got you checked in. We'll talk to you later. Okay. And H9MW, Tom and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. Son 3, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. W9JTC, Jamie and Rockford, have got you checked in short time. Son 3, have a good evening. And we'll talk to you down the log. 89VU, Mike and Janesville, I've got you checked in short time. Son 3, you have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Are there any more short time or most stations you want to check in? Please call now.
W3MBX, Manton, Rockford, no traffic, short time, and I may check in later, Jimmy.
W3MBX, Matt and Rockford. Okay, Matt, well, you're always welcome to check in later. We always run past, well past 10 o'clock. So you're welcome to check in at that time. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time or most stations would like to check in, please call now.
KC9QPL, Paul Lowsburg, no traffic, 73, short time.
K9QPL, Paul and Loves Park. Okay, Paul, I've got you checked in short time. Son 3, you have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. Any more short time or most stations would like to check in, please call now. Okay, we got 7 short time stations. A couple of them may check in later on during the test. Okay, that's good. Okay, now let's go to general check-ins. We're going to go through the alphabet, the Alpha through Golf, A through Z. Please call now. Okay. No stations Alpha through Golf. We're using a new check-in format now. Now let's go to Hotel through Nancy. H through N, okay. My call is K9G sharp, looking for the G after the 9. We know how that goes. Let's, okay. Hotel through Nancy. Hotel through November. Please call now.
89MED.
Okay, K9MED, I've got you checked in, Mike, and, okay, K9RGG, Norm, I got you checked in. Thanks for checking in there. Okay, 8 stations, 8 Hotel through Nancy. We'd like to check in. Please call now.
KD9MED.
KD9MED, Carrie and Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations, Hotel through November, I'd like to check in. Please call now. Okay, no more stations, Hotel through November. Let's go to Oscar through Tango. Oscar through Tango, please call now. Okay, no stations, Oscar through Tango. Any stations, uniform through Zulu, U through Z. Please go now.
KD9YBG, Dale.
KD9YBG, Dale and Robert. Okay, Dale, I've got you checked in. We'll get back to you in a few minutes for the first roundtable there. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations? Uniform through Zulu, U through Z wishing to check in. Please go now. Okay, any stations anywhere in the alphabet? Alpha through Zulu wishing to check in. Please go now.
KE9ACI.
K9ACI, the new kid on the block in the Rockford. Okay, I've got you checked in, Chris. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. The roundtable. Thanks for checking in. The first roundtable, I should say. Okay, any more stations? Alpha through Zulu wishing to check in. Please go now. Okay, we got a pretty good turnout so far, so okay, let's go ahead with the first roundtable. We're talking about the Sandwich Ham Fest is coming up. I'll read the announcement later on during the net, but I just want to let you know, Richard, N9CO in Belvedere, still has tickets, advance tickets to the DeKalb Ham Fest. If you want those tickets, give them a call at the area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Those are $8 in advance the tickets. Okay, let's start off with the round table and let's see. All right. Okay. KD9MED, Mike, are you planning on going to the Sandwich Ham Fest? If you are, what are you planning on buying?
KD9MED. I don't know if I'll go to that ham fest, but you know, kind of things are up in the air on the weekends for me at the moment because I've got a lot going on here and all that. But I will try to make it to a ham fest sometime this year. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Well, the next one coming up after the Sandwich will be the Starved Rock. Down in Mendota. That'll be coming up next month. And of course, the CFMC Belvedere Ham Fest will come up in September 22nd. So, okay. Okay, Mike, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. Norm, K9RFD. I'm assuming you're not planning on attending any Ham Fest there. What's going on with you?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Jim, I remember the Sandwich Fair. That was one of the greatest fairs that was ever held. And I'd love to get down to Sandwich and go to the Ham Fest down there, but I guess it's not going to be in the cards this year. I'm 80 years old. It's getting hard to get around, and driving that distance is quite a chore. So, but I'm wishing you a great Friday night fun net tonight, and wish you well. KC9GCR, KC9RGG, and you're right, Jim. I'll be hitting the sack.
Okay, sounds good. Norm, before Mexican food or not? If you do, what is your favorite Mexican food? Taco, enchiladas, or burritos? What's your favorite Mexican food?
Jim, I like all Mexican food. Burritos, tacos, enchiladas, you name it, I like it. And if they don't put enough hot stuff in it, I add my own hot stuff. The more hot stuff, the better. Back to you, Jim, and have a good night.
Norm, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking in. I'll let you go so you can hit the hay. 7-3, we'll talk to you next Friday night, K9GCR. Okay, KD9MED, Kerry, what's going on with you? Are you planning on going to the Sandwich Ham Fest this Sunday?
This is KD9MED. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. What's new with me? Mowed the lawn for the third time so far this year. It looks nice. A lot of work. I'm not going to the Ham Fest. I'm still adhering to my New Year's resolution not to spend any money on the hobby this year. And I'm with Norm there. It's a long drive, and I don't want to put a whole lot of miles on my car. KD9MED.
Okay, Kerry, sounds good. I understand. Okay, thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for your DX report there. Thanks for checking in. Dale, KD9YBG, what's going on with you? Are you going to the Sandwich Ham Fest this Sunday?
KD9YBG. No, I won't be going because that's our anniversary date, and the wife's already got things planned for that day. As far as going to any ham fest, if I got the greenback in the pocket, then, you know, like around local areas, I don't mind going. But if the greenbacks aren't there, then I'm not a window shopper. I don't go to the store and just look at things and go home. Because if I'm going somewhere, I'm going because I want to buy what I'm interested in. So, yeah, I won't be doing any of that. As far as Mexican food, I guess for me, you know, we like tacos, and I like everything on it, and I like them kind of spicy. KD9YBG, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Dale. It was good hearing you on the CAD to Simplex net last night. Your signal was really beautiful coming in. Okay. Okay, Dale. We'll get back to you for the second round table. Okay, now let's get to the new kid on the block. K9ACI. Chris, what's going on with you? Are you going to the Sandwich Ham Fest this coming Sunday? And if you are, what are you planning on buying?
Not a whole lot going on tonight. Just kind of kicking my feet up and relaxing, and gonna watch a movie with a girlfriend, and just relaxing after a long work week. I will not be going to the Sandwich Ham Fest, but I am looking up right now the Starved Rock one. I love going to Starved Rock, so I might take a look at that. It looks like it's June 2nd, so I might pop down there and do some hiking, and I'm kind of interested in doing some parks on the air, so getting my feet wet with that if I can get a radio in time. So still doing some shopping, and right now I'm just on my HT, so having fun. Back to net.
Okay, sounds good. I'll read the announcements concerning the Sandwich, the Starved Rock Ham Fest in a few minutes here. Hey, thanks for checking in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes here for the second roundtable. You're going to be around. Thanks for checking in there, Rich. Okay, that concludes my list. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please go now. Okay, everybody must be out enjoying the weather there. By the way, be on the lookout, because tomorrow afternoon or evening we might be in for some strong thunderstorm. And should anything happen, if we would have to activate the Skywarn, it'll either be Ricky WX9RLT, Justin K9FBO, Joe K9JPP, or myself will be net control. So we'll see what happens. Okay. At this time, I'm going to read the information about the Starved Rock Ham Fest. That will be, well, you know what? I think maybe, just maybe, we just better just let that go for the time being. Let's just concentrate on this coming Sundays. Hamfest. If I can get the right paper around here. One moment, please. Now we'll talk about Starved Rock later on. The DeKalb Hamfest, that's sponsored by the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club. Sunday, May 5th, 2024, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Vendor tailgate setup Saturday, tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. And Sunday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. via back gate. $8 advance ticket, double subs, and $10 admission at the gate, single subs. Once again, Richard, N9CEO, has advanced tickets to the Hamfest. Give him a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Overnight camping on fairgrounds, $25 per night, includes electric and sewer. Rain or shine, 2 large buildings, 3 cash prizes, the drawing is every half hour. Free outside tailgating. Now, there will be no VE testing session. You'll have to wait till whatever the next Hamfest comes around for that. Chairs not furnished. The food vendor will be Hy-Vee. Fairground regulations prohibit vehicles and buildings. It's always the first, Sandwich Hamfest is always held on the first Sunday in May. May 5th, 2024. Sandwich Fairgrounds, Sandwich, Illinois. Just north of Route 34 intersection of Suey Dam and Glutty Road. Talk in KRC Repeater 146.730, PL 100.0 minus offset, or 146.52 simplex. Please use main gate. Any you have any questions? Telephone Bob yours, W9AXD. He's the Hamfest chairman at area code 815-757-3219, or email w9icu@8rl.net. Okay, KARC Hamfest webpage, hotel info, www.karc-club.org. There's your information on the DeKalb Hamfest, or Sandwich Hamfest. Okay, before we continue, do we have any more stations? We'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time. You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turned the radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 24, 25 minutes, this is your chance to check the Friday Night Fun net from anywhere in the region. With route traffic, please call K9GCR. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun net at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun net Central. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, the only other piece of traffic I have, tomorrow morning, I should say tomorrow afternoon, our State Line Amateur Radio Club will be holding our bi-monthly in-person meeting. That will take place tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Tony, N9ARFD, he's our EC here in Stevenson County. He's also the club president. If you're not doing anything, you're more than welcome to come over. Let's pack the place. We'll put it that way. And also, the following Saturday, a week from tomorrow, May 11th, we have our monthly meeting of the Stevenson County Repeater Association. That will take place at next Saturday morning, May 11th at 11 a.m., the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. If you're not doing anything, come on over to that meeting. Justin, K9FEO, we don't know yet for sure, but we are assuming that he just planned on coming over on May 11th to give it a digital radio, jam radio demonstration. We're not doing anything, come over. Let's pack the place too. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead with our regular, our features here. Let's do the, well, we already did the traffic, we'll skip that one. Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, ST8, DMR. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net this time? Well, okay. No technical questions. We'll move on to the next item. The Friday Night Fun Net contest at the DX Corner. Did you make any DX contests this week? And do you know of any contests that are taking place this weekend? Anybody have any DX reports you'd like to pass along? Please go ahead. K9MED, okay, Kerry. Do you have anything? Do you have any DX reports you'd like to pass along?
This is KD9MED. All I did this week, Jimmy, was just a little bit of listening. If you want me to talk about that, I can.
Oh, I think it's good. I think it's a slow net tonight anyway, Kerry. Go ahead.
All right. I'll talk about it in two parts. First, I'll talk about what I use to listen with, and then the second part will be what I listen to. So, there are hundreds of free receivers that you can access online on the internet if you have a smartphone or a personal computer. There's lots of radios out there that you can access. Free set. In other words, you don't even need a radio to do shortwave listening. You can just use somebody else's. And one of the nice things about this is a lot of these guys have better stations than you or I or anybody we know could ever build. And for whatever reason, they provide free access to these things. One you can go to find a list of them is websdr.org. Websdr.org. Free set. So Monday I was sitting at my desk at my PC, and I went to the WebSDR that's at sdrutah.org, and they have quite a setup there. They have 3 receivers that you can use, and they have a variety of different antennas. So some receivers are better for some bands than others. So that's what I use to receive with. Instead of using my own equipment, I use somebody else's. And next, I'll talk about what I listen to. There's an organization that maintains a worldwide network of beacons for assessing propagation conditions. People used to call it the International Beacon Project, but now more and more they're calling it the NCDXF. And you can find their website under that name, NCDXF. And they've got like, I don't know how many altogether, 20 or 25 different beacons that are scattered all around the world. Free set. And they operate on 4 different frequencies, 14.1 megahertz, 18.11 megahertz, 21150, I'm sorry, 21.15 megahertz, and 24.93 megahertz. Free set. And they take turns in a round-robin fashion. You sit on one of those frequencies, and every every 10 seconds a new station broadcasts, and they just do that in rotation. And so in CW, they send it about 22 words per minute, but it's not that hard to figure out. Also, they send on a schedule, so if you're looking at a clock, you can tell which one is transmitting it at any time, even if you can't copy CW yourself. Brief reset. So anyway, I was just sitting there and listening to listening to the 4 frequencies over a period of about 15 minutes. I heard 17 countries outside the United States, including Hong Kong, Israel, Siberia, Australia, Japan, Inuvik, all over. Their website, I think, is ncdxf.org. You can get all the details there. So that's it. Thanks a lot, Jimmy. KD9MED.
Well, Kerry, you're welcome. Thank you very much for that DX report. I think that was great. Well, it doesn't have to be just transmitting. Just listening is just as good there too. Okay. Does anybody have anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along before I give mine? Come on ahead.
Check in.
Okay, just a minute. Let me get my papers straightened out here. Hold on. What did I? Oh boy, what did I do with my check? Sorry about that, folks. I lost my paper here for check-ins. Okay, I'll tell you what. Check-in. Go ahead, please.
Hi, Jimmy. KC9GCR. This is KD9QBB, Kilowatt Delta 9, Quebec Victor Bravo. Brian in Roscoe, Illinois. Checking in. How you doing, Jimmy?
K9QD Bravo. Let me get that right. Yeah. I'm doing fine, Brian. How you doing?
Not doing bad. Been away from the radio quite a bit. Been real busy and doing a little vacationing, things like that. Ran down to Florida with my to meet up with family and had a nice time down there. But been doing all kinds of things around the house here. You know how the weather does that. Radio a little bit, and just while I was working at my desk, I could hear the things going on, so I thought I'd check in with these guys, and sure enough, they could hear me. So two of them were on 20, and one of them was on 17. So anyway, it was good, but hope you're having a good net tonight. Thanks for letting me check in late here, and I'll listen for a bit here and just see what's going on. So KD9QBB, back to net control.
Okay, Brian. Hey, thanks for checking in. No, you're not late. You're never too early. You're never too late to be worthy of checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. So you're not late at all. So okay, Brian. Thanks for checking in. Seth, you can stick around. We're gonna we started doing 2 roundtables. I'm gonna. First round table, I was asking everybody if they were going to Sandwich Hamfest this coming Sunday. Majority said no. The second round table, which I'll do in a few minutes, Cinco de Mayo, or the 5th of May is coming up, the big Mexican-American holiday. It's not as big in Mexico as it is here in this country. I'll ask everybody what their favorite Mexican food is. So you're welcome to stick around.
Roger that.
Okay. I can't even talk. Any other station have any DX reports they want to pass along?
K9JRM looking to check in, and I have a DX report.
K9GRM. Okay, John. Let me put you down. Let me check in. K9JRM. And okay. Let's see. Just a minute. All right. Okay, John. Go ahead with your DX report.
Alright, this is K9JRM, John here in Beloit. And a few days ago, at night, the bands were wide open, and I was reaching, other than Canada, my first DX stations, some of which I don't have my log here in front of me. I left it in my car by accident, but I was able to reach people in Russia, Ukraine, Ireland, the UK, I forget which country, but one in the Middle East, Mexico, and actually another station in Ukraine as well. They were a duo, two stations working as a group, and it was wild. Hearing it was my first night or day or any time where the bands were working fully in our favor, and I was hearing places all over. Wasn't able to reach everybody, but those were the places I was able to reach, and it was really cool being able to hit people outside the continental U.S. and Canada. Oh, and there was another station there that was in Alaska, which was also really cool. K9JRM, that's in that.
Hey, congratulations there, John. He's one of the newer hams. He used to have a Kilo Delta 9 Zulu call, but he's recently changed it a few weeks ago. Just changed his call, but that's great. Congratulations on your on that DX report there. That was great.
Yeah, it was very exciting. Well, that's all I have there. K9JRM, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks, John. All right, let's see. All right. Well, now I'll give you my DX report. Last contact. No. Last weekend on the September 27th, last Saturday, I made a contact on 14.324 megahertz at 17:37 hours. The call was Whiskey November 1 Foxtrot. That was the Century Club Net. He was the net control operator in Maine. And in fact, let's see, looking at the time, about half hour later, he called me. I called him or whatever. At both times he gave me 5.9, and I was receiving him 5.0. Century Club Net in Maine. I think looking at my logbook, I think I checked in then back in 2019. The last and today at the 20-meter-old Mistnet, 14.290 at 19:14 hours, KC1 Kilo Charlie 1, Quebec, India, Alpha in the Connecticut. I was he was giving me 5.0, so that was about it. Those were my three at HF contact. That's my DX report for this evening. Gary, KD9MED, what did you think of John's DX report and my own there?
Congratulations to John on his first international DX. It is thrilling, always thrilling to work a new country, and the conditions we have now, it peaks, the solar cycle peaks next summer, so take advantage of it. These are the best conditions you're gonna enjoy for a decade. Jimmy, I looked up those two call signs, and I haven't worked either one of those guys, so I'm gonna have to bear down here and see if I can catch up with you. KD9MED.
Okay, Gary, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, then, we'll get back to you in a few minutes for the second round table there. So, okay. Before we close out this portion, does anybody else have any DX reports you want to pass along? Okay, just a minute. Now, let me get my papers straightened out. We're going to go ahead and do the swap net. All empty bulk solar traded must be released to hobbies, ramp trade, or a computer. All empty bulk solar traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. May merchant's price over the air, but haggling should take place either in person or the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Do we have any, does anybody have any swap net traffic at this time? Please go ahead. Okay, sorry about that for the delay, but I was getting my papers straightened out. Okay, do we before we can start the second roundtable, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Okay, I got him checked in. I talked to him on the radio a few days ago. I think during the swap net on the 3.9 repeater, he was telling me he was going to try to check it on the Friday night on this net on the radio. But oh well, stuff happens. Okay, thanks for that internet check, and thanks for checking in, Patrick. And thanks, Mike. Any more stations you want to check in? Please go now.
Hey, Jimmy, K9RFD. I only got a few minutes tonight, unfortunately, but just want to get checked in.
Okay, Justin. Since you only got a few minutes, I won't hold you. We're just getting ready to start the second roundtable. Justin, are you going to the Sandwich Ham Fest this Sunday?
No, I'm not. I don't exactly have a big need to, and I got stuff going on, so no. But I am going to that swap meet that they have planned up here coming up real shortly, so with all that said, hopefully you have a good net, and I'm sure I'll get a hold of you a little after 10 o'clock. K9RFD, I'll be clear, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. Since you have to leave us, the subject of the topic for the second roundtable is Mexican food. Cinco de Mayo is coming up this. Stand by hotline. That was John, KC9DDF in Elgin. He couldn't, the repeater, he said the repeater was in and out, but he heard the phone, and he is definitely going to Sandwich. That's the Ham Fest. Okay, Justin, getting back to you. The Cinco de Mayo this coming Sunday, do you like Mexican food or not?
Oh, Jimmy, let me get started. I might not be able to get off the net now tonight. Yes, absolutely, all types of Mexican food. every type of taco. I mean, any and everything they have is just delicious. Except that menudo, I don't like that. But yes, I will absolutely be celebrating. And they have a gigantic festival. Last year they had it across the street from my house at the park right here. And they have street vendors, music, just absolute wonderful time. And they don't care where you come from, who you are, or anything. They're all welcoming. So, yes, I love Mexican food, and I will be celebrating Cinco de Mayo. So, with that being said, I'll give it back to you, K9FD.
Okay, Justin, sounds good. You know what? I did not know this on years, but Cinco de Mayo is not as big in Mexico as it is in this country. But that's their big the Mexicans, their big celebration is their Independence Day, which is in September. But yeah, I know you definitely have fun. You had fun last year. I know you have fun this coming Sunday. With that, I'm going to let you go. We'll talk to you later on tonight. Thank you for checking in. Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Day? Please go now. Okay, now we're going to go to the second round table. So, okay, Gary, K9MED, do you like what Mexican food do you like, or aren't you crazy about Mexican food?
This is KD9MED. Yes, I'm a big fan of Mexican food. I'll name two dishes that I really like. I really like huevos rancheros, especially back when I was a drinker. It was a great hangover cure. The spicier the better. And that's good for desayunos. It's good for breakfast. Brief reset. And then if it's later in the day, give me green chili verde. It's pork in tomatillo sauce, and it's really good. KD9MED.
Okay, Gary, sounds good. Some of that stuff I've never had before. You know what? I'll tell you what. Last summer, there was a truck that I don't know what the name of the outfit is, but they served all kinds of tacos, enchiladas, or whatever. I don't know, but they just a few blocks up the street from me. They parked in front of what used to be the old Subway restaurant there. Now it's some sort of a vaping place, or where you buy your vaping materials, all that stuff. I don't think so. But yeah, but they were serving as late as October. That truck was there, I think, 7 days a week or something like that. But I bought a few items from them, and I'll tell you what, they were definitely good, for sure.
Yeah, that truck food is very, very in fashion now. Here in Rockford, my favorite Mexican restaurant was El Rebozo, but they're gone now. And if I was going to go out right now, I'd probably go to Mexico Classico. That's close to where I live. And Dos Reales is pretty good, too. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good, Kerry. Hey, thanks for checking in. Let me know what kind of Mexican food you like. Okay, thank you for checking in and bringing us your DX report. That was about it. That was a great report. Thanks for checking in. KD9YBG, Dale in Rockford. What is your favorite Mexican food? KD9YBG, Dale, are you still with us?
KD9YBG, yep.
Okay, now we're in the second round table. Now, I'm asking everybody what's your favorite Cinco de Mayo coming up this Sunday, or the 5th of May. What is your favorite kind of Mexican food, or do you eat Mexican food at all?
Yeah, I like beef fajitas, and I like hot, spicy tacos. So that's probably about it. I don't never ventured into too many other foods, but I just had tacos today. Matter of fact, KD9YBG, back to that.
Okay, sounds good, Dale. Hey, thanks. Thank you for checking in and participating in the net there. You have so okay, well, we'll move on. Have a good evening. K9ACI, Chris. What is your favorite Mexican food? Do you have a favorite or not?
I don't know that I have a favorite. Echoing Justin, I like it all. You know, I always joke around and I say I like the vitamin T's though. You got your tacos, tamales, tostadas, tortillas, all of that. I'll eat it all. I love Mexican food, Mexican culture, and I'll eat anything. But I won't touch the menudo either. I'm not a big fan of that. Back to net.
Okay, well that's great. I do too. I like tacos, enchiladas, or fajitas, or what have you. Oh yeah, you bet. Long John Silver's, or Kentucky Fried Chicken, Long John Silver's used to sell those fish tacos, but they don't have them anymore. I live next door to them. But that's too bad too. I always liked those fish tacos. Okay, hey, 7-3 there, Chris, and thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Day. You enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for checking in. KD9QVB, Brian, if you're still with us, what is your favorite Mexican food?
Yeah, Jimmy. Boy, that's a hard question because of all the foods, Mexican is probably the favorite at this house for my wife and me. We love Mexican food, and we make a lot. We like to cook a lot, so. But every time we have homemade tostadas, that tends to be we both say, you know, I think this is our favorite. They're messy as all get out, but boy, are they good. They are so good because you can top them with so many different things. But man, that would be our favorite, tostadas.
That's great. That is definitely great, Brian. Okay, sounds good. Thanks to you. Hey, thanks for checking in. 7-3, you have a good evening. Okay. John, K9JRM. What is your favorite Mexican food?
This is K9JRM. Boy, that is a tough one. I have almost a second mom who grew up in Mexico, and she helped me and my family out, and even helped raise me, and she would make us Mexican food all the time, and it is tough to put a finger on what my favorite is. She's probably made close to 500 different dishes for us. It's been wild, and now every Christmas, New Year's, and for all of our birthdays, she will whip up a huge feast and drop it off at our house for us to have. I look forward to it multiple times a year. And but in terms of my favorite, geez, I couldn't say, but Mexican food is up there when it comes to my favorite style of food. K9JRM, back to net.
Sounds good. It's wonderful that you have a person like that who cooks all those different Mexican meals for you. That is definitely great. That's great. Okay. Thanks for John. Thanks for checking in. So okay, that concludes my list. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Desk? Please go now. Oh, yes, that's one thing I want to mention, too. That's right. Justin mentioned the swap meet and social. That will take place on Sunday, May 19th. That will be the Sunday before Memorial Day weekend. That will take place at Camp Winnebago, which is located just on North Main Street, Route 2, just north of Bauer Drive, that was formerly Harlem Road. It's just going to be a bunch of hams getting together, sharing stories and swapping stuff. Now, there will be no VE testing session. There will be no vendors, and it's going to be held rain or shine. If you want any food, you can bring your own. They do have grills and stoves and what have you. You can ovens. You can cook your own food there. That swap meet and social will take place between the hours of 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Sunday, May 19th. It'll be held rain or shine. Well, last year, if you those of us who went there, the weather was just absolutely beautiful. I got a ride from Terry K9FSF to the get together, and I got a ride back home from somebody else. But that was a wonderful time. So if you're not doing anything, I'm here set. If you're not doing anything on Sunday, May 19th, make sure you come to the swap meet and social. That will take place on Sunday, May 19th, between the hours of 9 a.m. to noon at Camp Winnebago, which is on the west side of Illinois Route 2, North Main Street, just north of Bauer Drive, which was formerly Harlem Road. So, again, no VE testing, no food vendors, no sponsors. Just going to be a bunch of hands getting together. They're swapping equipment. You want equipment, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. Okay. Okay, do we have any more stations? We'd like to check the Friday Night Fun that please go now. Okay. All right. I think now we can talk about the Starved Rock Ham Fest. That would, let me see, just a minute. That Starved Rock Radio Club, American Radio Relay League sanctioned Ham Fest 2024. Ham radio, RC models, computer, and all hobbies, flea market 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Amateur radio hobbyist and collector's show. It'll take place Sunday, June the 2nd, about a month away, indoors at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll take place at the Mendota Tri-County Fairgrounds, 503 First Avenue, Mendota, Illinois, 61342. ARRLVE testing session, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And now this is the Starved Rock Ham Fest. Grand prize, cash drawings, $50 to $75 to $100 at 12 noon. Tickets, $8 advance, 2 stubs, or $10 at gate, 2 stubs. All advance orders must be received by May 20th, 2024. Grand prize winners need not be present to win. Large indoor exhibit buildings, indoor setup, Saturday 12 noon to 6 p.m. and Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Tables, $10 advance or at the gate with free electricity. Free outdoor flea market, tailgating area, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. On-site camping, electricity available, fee by fair board. Hourly door prize drawings. For advanced ticket and table sales or general inquiries, send a SASE, whatever that is, to SRRC at TM care of Hamfest and Chairman, Post Office Box 198, Lenore, Illinois 61332, 0198. Here's the directions. Take Highway 139 to exit 72, U.S. Route 34, west to First Avenue, south, left to Fairgrounds on left. GPS, who the hell cares about that? Talk-in repeater by SRRC repeater W9MKS 147120 plus 103.5 PL. Breakfast and lunch on site by caterer. All right. That's the information about Starved Rock Hamfest on Sunday, June the 2nd. Now, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Boy, I'll tell you what. For whatever reason, there sure is a slow net tonight. I think everybody's out enjoying the weather. I think that's it right there. Okay. Oh boy. Stand by. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, now we're gonna do Friday Night Fun Net trivia. This is for the benefit of those people who are studying for their first ham radio license and what have you. You know, a lot of people listen to us because they can't listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner. Or you can still monitor fire and EMS communications on VHF analog high band. And there are people listening to us just for the fun of it. So, okay, just a minute. Now, once again, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions every week, so this doesn't get too boring. All right, here we go. First question. What is the grace period for renewal if an amateur license expires? A, 2 years. B, 3 years. C, 5 years. D, 10 years. What is the grace period for renewal if an amateur license expires? A, 2 years. B, 3 years. C, 5 years. D, 10 years. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
The K9JRM is A, 2 years.
You are correct, John. You are correct. What is the grace period for renewal if an amateur license expires? Correct answer is A, Alpha, 2 years. 97.21 AB. Well, it refers to another question, but we won't get into that. We'll find another one here. Yeah, I think I read that one. I think I read that one before. Yeah. I read that one too. We'll find something here. Okay. Okay. I don't think I read this question. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other. A. The stations should negotiate continued use of the frequency. B. Both stations should choose another frequency to avoid conflict. C. Interference is inevitable, so no action is required. D. Use sub-audible tones so both stations can share the frequency. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? A. The stations should negotiate the continued use of the frequency. B. Both stations should choose another frequency to avoid conflict. C. Interference is inevitable, so no action is required. D. Use sub-audible tones so both stations can share the frequency. Anybody who can have the correct answer to this question?
This is KD9ACI. I believe the answer is A. They should negotiate the continued use of frequency. I think.
You are correct, Chris. You are correct. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? The correct answer is A. Alpha. The stations should negotiate continued use of the frequency. If a transmission seriously degrades, obstructs, or repeatedly interrupts the communications of a regulated service, that's considered harmful interference. Common courtesy should prevail, but remember that no one has an absolute right to any frequency. And radio license manual page 8-5. Okay, we'll find another one here. All right, oh boy. Okay. Which of the following results from the fact, let's do that again. Which of the following results from the fact that signals propagated by the ionosphere are elliptically polarized? A. Digital modes are unusable. B. Either vertically or horizontally polarized antennas may be used for transmission or reception. C. FM voice is unusable. D. Both the transmitting and receiving antennas must be of the same polarization. Which of the following results from the fact that signals propagated by the ionosphere are elliptically polarized? A. Digital modes are unusable. B. Either vertically or horizontally polarized antennas may be used for transmission or reception. C. FM voice is unusable. D. Both the transmitting and receiving antennas must be of the same polarization. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following results from the fact that signals propagated by the ionosphere are elliptically polarized? The correct answer is B. Bravo. Either vertically or horizontally polarized antennas may be used for transmission or reception. Because as the radio wave travels through the ionosphere, its polarization changes from vertical to or horizontal to a combination of the two. Both vertical and horizontal antennas are effective for receiving and transmitting on the HF bands where skip propagation is common. And radio license manual page 4-5. Okay. What type of current is opposed by resistance? A. Direct current. B. Alternating current. C. RF current. D. All these choices are correct. What type of current is opposed by resistance? A. Direct current. B. Alternating current. C. RF current. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what type of current is opposed by resistance? A, direct current, B, alternating current, C, RF current. Well, the correct answer is D, delta. All these choices are correct. All materials oppose the flow of electrons through them, whether in the form of direct current, DC, or alternating current, AC, at power frequencies like 60 hertz or RF that we use for our radio signals. Amber's license manual, page 3-5. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some questions from the general Q&A. Let's, hold on. Okay, which of the following? Those of you who participate in contests, I should say, should know the correct answer to this one by heart. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C, identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C, identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
K9KRM, I believe it's C, identify yourself.
You are correct, John, you are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? Correct answer is C, Charlie. Identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. The fast-paced style of contest operating is quite popular on HF. The rules for identifying your station still apply during these competitive events. General Class License Manual, page 2-5. We'll find another one here. Okay. What is a characteristic of skywave signals arriving at your location by both short path and long path propagation? A, periodic fading approximately every 10 seconds. B, signal strength increased by 3 dB. C, the signal might be canceled causing severe attenuation. D, a slightly delayed echo might be heard. What is a characteristic of skywave signals arriving at your location by both short path and long path propagation? A, periodic fading approximately every 10 seconds. B, signal strength increased by 3 dB. C, the signal might be canceled causing severe attenuation. D, a slightly delayed echo might be heard. Anybody correct to answer this question?
Go with Delta. They're going to have long and short path propagation, so that's going to have a slight echo.
Doug, I'll tell you what, for whatever reason, your signal is kind of fading a bit there. Do you want to get to a better location, and let's try that one more time, please.
Alrighty, can you hear me better now?
A lot better, go ahead.
I was going with Delta. The long path and short path is going to result in an echo.
You are correct. You are correct. What is a characteristic of skywave signals arriving at your location by both short path and long path propagation? Correct answer is Z deltas. A slightly delayed echo might be heard. Occasionally, propagation over both long and short paths will be supported. Unless the long and short paths are almost equal, such as between stations located at each other's antipode, there will be an echo as the more delayed signal arrives a fraction of a second later. Occasionally, round-the-world propagation is supported, and you can hear your own signal coming all the way around your location about 1/7 of a second later. General Class License Manual, page 8-1. Okay, what is the benefit of using the opposite or reverse sideband when receiving CW? A, interference from impulse noise will be eliminated. B, more stations can be accommodated within a given signal passband. C, it may be possible to reduce or eliminate interference from other signals. D, accidental out-of-band operation can be prevented. What is the benefit of using the opposite or reverse sideband when receiving CW? A, interference from impulse noise will be eliminated. B, more stations can be accommodated within a given signal passband. C, it may be possible to reduce or eliminate interference from other signals. D, accidental out-of-band operation can be prevented. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9ACI, I'm going with Charlie. It may be possible to reduce interference.
You are correct, Chris. You are correct. What is the benefit of using the opposite or reverse sideband when receiving CW? Correct answer is C, Charlie. It may be possible to reduce or eliminate interference from other signals. Interference from nearby signals can often be avoided by switching the receiver's carrier frequency to the opposite side of the desired signal without changing its audio pitch. This won't work on SSB because it also inverts the spectrum of the speech, rendering it unintelligible. General Class License Manual, page 5-16. Okay, those of you who work FSK should know the correct answer to this question by heart. How is direct binary FSK modulation generated? A, by keying an FM transmitter with a subaudible tone. B, by changing an oscillator's frequency directly with a digital control signal. C, by using a transceiver's computer data interface protocol to change frequencies. D, by reconfiguring the CW keying input to act as a tone generator. How is direct binary FSK modulation generated? A, by keying an FM transmitter with a subaudible tone. B, by changing an oscillator's frequency directly with a digital control signal. C, by using a transceiver's computer data interface protocol to change frequencies. D, by reconfiguring the CW keying input to act as a tone generator. Anybody have correct to answer this question? Okay, I guess there are no FSK people on the air, so okay. How is direct binary FSK modulation generated? Correct answer is B, Bravo, by changing an oscillator's frequency directly with a digital control signal. I'm not even going to bother reading the discussion. We're going to move on here. Hey, find another one here. Okay. All right, let's see if we can find another. See if we can find another one here. Oh boy, all right. Where's the one that we're looking for? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll find it here. All right. What are the toughest questions in the tech, general, or extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those you new hams listening, someday some of you will be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You'll either be climbing the tower itself or you'll be part of the ground crew. Those of you who are taking your test, if they repeat this, if they answer, I can't even talk. If they ask this question at your BE testing session, and if you get it right, that might put you over the top as far as getting your license goes. Okay, here we go. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A, always hold on to the tower with one hand. B, confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that is within its allowable service life. C, ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the harness. D, all these choices are correct. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? A, always hold on to the tower with one hand. B, confirm that the harness is rated for the weight of the climber and that it is within its allowable service life. C, ensure that all heavy tools are securely fastened to the harness. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. Well, I guess we must not have any tower climbers in the audience, so I'll go ahead, okay? Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Confirm that the harness is rated lanyards. And remember that often forgotten rule. Follow the manufacturer's directions. General Class License Manual, page 9-14. Okay, before we continue, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Somebody on traffic, go ahead. Oh boy, I am sorry to hear that. You're still able to record on the Facebook page, aren't you?